Oh, but sir, think of the disastrous effect this might have on the morale of the American teenager. Oh, no, sir, I am not suggesting that the boy doesn't want to go into the army. 2 weeks from today, he'll be there. Oh, Rosie, thank goodness you come. This is the Endbound Mailing Music Corporation. Conrad Birdie is going into the army.
And your faithful secretary is hereby submitting her resignation.
Huh?
I just dropped in to say goodbye, Albert.
Oh, Rosie, you can't. Not today of all days. Oh, my pills, where are my pills? The white ones, take them overall.
Here.
Not so much. I get it half.
You're 33 years old, Albert. You can take a whole aspirin. Besides, my mind's made up. I've been with Alma for 8 years now. And for what? A $5 raise in 1954? I want something more than that.
Rosie, if you're referring to anything of a more permanent relationship between the two of us, I'm not ready for it. And it's part of the company you're after. The answer is no to that, too. Alma and Lou is me, Mama, and Lou. And any change in that would kill that wonderful woman.
Nothing could kill your mother, Albert, except maybe a silver bullet.
And I won't drop poor old Lou either. He loved you, Rose.
I love Lou too, but he died 6 years ago. And besides, he was a wire-hair terrier. Anyhow, I don't want a part of the company. This is something much more important.
Rosie, if you're about to discuss what I think you're going to discuss, I'm in no mood to discuss it.
There's nothing to discuss, Albert. Conrad Birdie's going to the army. I've quit. There's nothing you can do but give up the business and go back to college to get your...
Rosie! I'm up to my ears in debt. Conrad's got a $50,000 guarantee, which I can't pay. I've just taken a severe overdose of aspirin.
Will you listen to me, Albert? I'm serious. His going in the army is the best thing he could do. Now you're free to start to do what you want to. Albert, Albert, Albert. I remember how you told me I should trust you for a year. It would just be for a year, but it's 8 years, Albert. 8 long years, Albert.
Rosie, it takes time to build a business.
It was only a sideline, that's what you said. You just needed some money, that's what you said. You were going to college and get ahead. Instead of being a music business bum, you were going to NYU and become...
Oh, don't say it, Rosie!
An English teacher.
Rosie!
And furthermore, he wrote poetry.
Rose, please.
An English teacher, an English teacher, if only you'd been an English teacher, we'd have a little apartment in Queens, you'd get a summer vacation, and we would know what life means. A man who's got his masters is really someone. How proud I'd be if you had become one. We could have had such a wonderful life. I could have been Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Barbara Kappa Peterson, an English teacher's wife.
I'll make a deal with you, Rose. Stay with me, help me pay off Conrad's guarantee, and as soon as I'm out of the red, I'll dissolve the company and go back to the academic life.
Albert, you're on. Pick a name.
Pick a name. What name? What are you talking about?
All right, I'll do it for you. Kim McAfee, age 15, president and recording secretary, Conrad Birdie Fan Club number 2748, Sweet Apple, Ohio. Mary, would you get me Sweet Apple, Ohio? The number's capital 78802, and call me right back.
Now, wait a minute. Who's Kim, whatever her name is?
Kim McAfee, Albert, is what's going to send you back to college with the biggest hit song this business has ever seen. It's called One Last Kiss.
Never heard of it.
You haven't written it yet. But when you do, and when that one last kiss is from Conrad Birdie on his way to the big gold army for 2 long years, and when he gives that kiss to one of his fans chosen at random, why, it'll make Mr. Birdie the hottest soldier since Joan of Arc.
We cut the record here in New York.
Take Conrad to Sweet Apple,
Let him kiss the kid.
and release the record. Albert, you make enough money to stay in college your whole life.
I promise you, as soon as this thing is settled, it'll be just 2 of us, Rose, in perfect bliss. Bliss? Kiss? That rhymes! I wonder if anyone ever used it before. Oh, what difference does it make? It'll be great for the song.
Yes? Well, every phone in Sweet Apple can't be busy. What's going on there? Kim McAfee just got pinned to who? Never mind, Mary. Just keep trying and call me right back.
this call for you. The operator said she's been trying to get through for nearly 3/4 of an hour.
Thank you, Doris. I'll take it down here.
She said it was long distance, and I can't imagine. What did you say?
I said thank you, Doris. There's no need to look upset. It's modern to call our mother by her first name. Makes the mother and daughter more like pals.
And your father?
I'll call him Harry, naturally. By the way, don't you think Harry took the news about Hugo and me awfully well? This is she. Yes, I'll wait.
I don't know. Yesterday, I was a mother. Today, I'm a pal. Are you sure you wouldn't like to call me Mom? That's modern.
Conrad Birdie is coming here to kiss me? Doris? Mother? Mommy! It's Conrad Birdie! Mommy's coming to kiss me!
Oh, that's nice. I can put your head on my shoulder.
You don't understand. Conrad Birdie's coming all the way to be able to kiss me goodbye. Oh, Mommy!
I never thought I'd say it, but God bless Conrad Birdie.
Let's go over the Conrad Birdie song one more time before we go down to the train.
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. It will be true. When you're not near us, we're blue. Oh, Conrad, we love you.
You can sing with us if you want.
Oh, she's just sad because Conrad's going to the army and she'll be too old for him when he gets out.
I think she has a few good years left. Hi, I'm Albert Peterson, Conrad's manager. Oh, things can't be that black. Smile, please. Pretty please. Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the duds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Take off the gloomy mask of tragedy. It's not your style. You look so good that you'll be glad you decided to smile. Pick out a pleasant outlook. Stick out that noble chin. Knock off that full of doubt look. Slap on a happy grin. And spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Come on, it's not that hard. Follow me. little girl. You better get down to track 12. We want to see Conrad before he leaves. Oh boy, would you take that luggage down to track 12 in a double in? Rosie, what are you doing?
Getting our things down to the station without any help from you, Albert.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. I don't suppose a generous tip would help?
Just take your briefcase and go down to the station before Conrad comes. You don't want those reporters talking to him alone. You know what happened last time.
Oh, you hold on to it, Rosie. I've got to wait for Mama.
Speaking of your mother, Albert, have you told her about dissolving Almelu?
Oh, I couldn't, Rosie. Yesterday was the anniversary of Blue being hit by a milk truck on 181st Street in Broadway.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Sonny!
Mama! What's wrong?
Don't worry about me, Sonny. I'm just a little faint from the subway.
Mama, I told you to take a taxi.
Taxis? What do I need with the taxis? I'll leave the taxis for my successful son. A mother can ride, crowded in a dirty subway full of people who wouldn't give you a seat if your life depended on it. Oh, what's the difference? Nowadays, a mother is lower than dirt anyways. Here's all the money I save from not taking a taxi. Go buy yourself some candy with Who's she?
Oh, Mama, you know Miss Alvarez from the office.
This is Rose Alvarez? Pretty little Rose Alvarez? Rose, I can't believe it. What happened? You had a sudden shock or something?
Excuse me, Albert. I think I'll go see if Conrad is here.
Oh, Sonny, look at her. How nice she looks. It's a wonder to me some older man doesn't come and snatch her right up. A personable matron like that with brains and a few dollars. What a catch you'd be for a convalescent. Bye, Rose.
Goodbye, Mary.
Call me Mrs. Peterson.
Now, Mama, what I wanted to discuss with you is sort of about Rose. Maybe you'd better sit down?
Why, I know my Sonny. He loves his mama. He isn't going to say anything that would, you know, break her heart. Now, go ahead, dear. What about Rose?
Well, it's sort of about Lou, too.
Lou, where are you, Lou? Struck down by a beverage I faithfully consumed for 32 years. What about Lou?
Well, Mama, Rose thinks, and I agree, that I should give up Balmain Lou. What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. You killed me. That's all. Lou, I'm coming. I'm on my way out.
Look, Mama, you don't understand. Rose thought, I thought. Look, here is some money. Take a cab home. The subways are too crowded.
Nothing's too crowded for a mother. Wait a minute. How many blocks is it from here after all? Only 107. I'll walk. Enjoy yourself, son. Take care. Wear a heavy coat, eat a hot lunch, and always keep your money in your inside pocket.
Albert, I thought you were going to break it to her gently.
Oh, as a matter of fact, Rose, I didn't tell her at all. She was so upset, I thought I better wait.
You mean he didn't?
He's coming, Conrad. Birdie's coming.
Albert, you
Later,
promised.
Rosie. Conrad's coming. We can't let him talk to those reporters alone.
Hey, Conrad, how about answering a couple of questions? How do you feel about going to the Army?
How does he feel? You ask how he feels? He's much too shy to tell you, so I'll tell you how he feels. He feels brave and eager, strangely humble, proud to be a clean GI.
He will gladly face those bullets, for he's not afraid to die, for he's not condescending, patriotic, proud American boy.
And that's why he volunteered.
I thought he was drafted. And he healed 3 times.
Sing.
There he
nothing to the rumor he's engaged. She's a real pal, like a sister, but it doesn't mean a thing. And that 18-carat diamond, it was just a brand-shaped ring. For he's a understanding, patriotic, loving, all-American boy.
The boy with her boyfriend so mad.
I would sing.
Conrad, Birdie, welcome to Sweet Apple. Now, before I escort you to the town hall, where the mayor himself is waiting, I must introduce you to the girl upon you have chosen to bestow your final kiss upon, Kim McAfee. I, Kim McAfee, being of sound-minded body, do hereby promise to be loyal, courteous, steadfast, and true to Conrad, Birdie, and the United States of America, both indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm going with Conrad. But Albert, I have to write his speech for him. Get the bags, stack them, and bring them to the house. If I see a taxi, I'll send it back. For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic.
Kim, before you go, can I talk to you for a minute?
I mean, could it wait? I'm in an awful hurry.
I don't think so, Kim. It's important.
Hugo Peabody, what could be so important that you have to talk to her right now?
What's so important? What's so important? I'll tell you what's so important. The day after I give her my pin, she goes around kissing somebody else. That's what's so important. I want you to be quite upset about this. I've already had several headaches and a nosebleed.
Why, Hugo, I believe you're actually jealous of Conrad Birdie.
Me jealous? I'm not jealous. I'm the opposite of jealous. I'm very jealous. Right to me. Kim, you're my steady.
That's just it, Hugo. I'm your steady. Oh, I may admire Conrad Birdie as one admires a far and unattainable ideal. But I'm pinned to you, Hugo, and I don't care how common and ordinary you are. That's all I'll say. Of course not. Conrad Birdie's just a flake. A steady's forever. One boy, one special boy, one boy to go with, to talk with and walk with. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to laugh with, to joke with, have a hope with. One boy, not two or three. One day you'll find out this is what life is all about. You need someone who is living just for you. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to be with forever and ever. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
Kim, I feel so much better now. All thoughts of a nosebleed utterly vanished.
You're silly to worry, Hugo. Conrad Birdie may be a great public figure, but he doesn't make me feel faint or dizzy at all when I think of him. Only my steady I can even say his name and not feel a thing. Listen. Conrad Birdie. Conrad Birdie. Conrad Birdie. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to be with forever and ever. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
The boy she loves, the boy who makes her feel dizzy and almost faint. And you heard her, lady. That boy is me.
It is with great pride and prejudice, as well as usual pomp and circumstance, that I welcome you to our fair city and present to you the 14-karat solid gold key so generously donated by the men at the Sweet Apple Brassworks. And as I present this key to you, Conrad Birdie.
He said it! He said the name!
What happened? All I said was Conrad Birdie. If you girls don't stop that, I can't finish my speech.
Who cares about your speech? We want to hear from Conrad. Speak to us, oh beautiful one. Tell us, how do you make that glorious sound that even now, in anticipation of it, reduces me to a snarling jungle?
You gotta be sincere.
Edna, what's the matter?
You gotta be sincere.
Mr. Birdie, what are you doing?
You gotta feel it here. 'Cause if you feel it here, well then you're gonna be honestly sincere. If what you feel is true, really feel it you, make them feel it too. Write this down now. Gotta be sincere, honestly sincere, and you gotta be sincere. If you're really sincere, if you feel it in here, let it down and rock, baby. You want it. Okay. So. When I sing about a tree, I really feel that tree. When I sing about a girl, I really feel that girl. I mean, I really feel sincere. If you're real sincere, if you feel it in here, then it's gotta be my cool baby. Ugly. Soft.
Harvey, what are you doing? Our come back here.
We gotta be sincere, we gotta be sincere, yeah. We gotta be sincere, we gotta be sincere, yeah. We gotta be sincere, we gotta be sincere, yeah.
as you call it, Kim, happens to be my breakfast, and I intend to enjoy it.
Your father has a right to enjoy his eggs, Kim. But I'm sure he won't mind if we start clearing away through these other things. I know the house has been a bit hectic this morning, but Kim has gone to a lot of trouble to make a special breakfast for Mr. Birdie, and I want to make sure everything is ready and waiting for him when he comes in. After all, he is a national figure, and I want to show these New York people that we know how to treat a national figure here in Sweet Apple. Of course, it doesn't matter that much to me personally, but for Kim's sake, oh, there we are, all done. Did you enjoy it, dear? Good. Now if you'll just hurry.
Doris, I am not budging from this table till I get my coffee and read my paper.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I didn't make your coffee this morning. How about a nice warm 7-Up?
Here's the paper. I hope you don't mind, but I kind of have a few stories about Conrad.
I have tried to run this house on a democratic basis. I have extended the privilege of self-determination to both woman I have married and child I have sired. Last night, I gave up my room to a man who repeatedly referred to me as Fats. Telephone calls were made to New York, Chicago, Fairbanks, Alaska, and Hong Kong. I slept in a camp cot with my feet in the fireplace. Outside my window, 3 Harpy Street.
We love you, Conrad.
4,732 times. I have just lost 2 fried eggs and you offer me a warm 7-Up?
Oh, Mr. McAfee, I hope you don't mind getting off the phone for a few minutes. We're expecting a long-distance call from New York.
Perfectly all right. I'll go out and look at the lawn.
What's wrong with Daddy?
He's just excited about Conrad being here, that's all.
He's coming, he's coming! He's coming! I'll get the eggs, you get the kids!
Girls, you'd better hurry if you want to come see Conrad get his breakfast.
Here we are, Kim. I'm sorry, Doris, but I just had to come too. We'll stand quietly back here. Here he is!
Call me for lunch. Hi, Fabs.
Now look here, Doris, about that boy.
Please, Harry, he's just shy. Well,
Kim is
if you
only
ask
15, and I don't want
I
her.
mean, all I'll do is try to
Mr. McAfee! Kim, Randolph, is this really the way you want 75 million Americans to see you?
What are you talking about?
Well, you're all going to be on television with Conrad.
On television?
I just got a confirmation call from New York, from Ed Sullivan himself.
You mean you're gonna be on the Sullivan Show? The Ed Sullivan Show? Why, he's my favorite human! Ed Sullivan! Me, Harry McAfee, appearing with Ed Sullivan! Ed Sullivan! Ed Sullivan!
Ed Sullivan, Ed Sullivan, Ed
It looks great, Rose. Now that's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Of course, it's been used as a movie house for the
Now, as I was saying,
And they're shipping lights and cameras today and any costumes.
Rosie, I'm sure everything will be perfect. Now, if you'll forget about the whole Ed Sullivan Show thing for 1 minute and come to the office, something I wanted to discuss with you. You and I, Rose.
You and me, English teacher.
Well, I wanted to tell you that I wrote Mama and told her that no matter what happens, I've decided to give up Almalu.
Albert, you didn't.
I did, Rosie. I wrote her the day we left, which gives us 3 days and 3 nights for her to respond, and so far, not a word. If you ask me, she's accepted the whole thing by now.
3 days and 3 nights on the trailways bus. But what's the difference? I'm only a mother. And for a mother, a trailways bus is good enough.
Mama, what are you doing here?
Did you think I wouldn't come? A mother gets a letter, obviously written under the influence of drugs. Stay at home, pay no attention. It's just the mother's tears. Dear Mom, I am writing to let you know that Almalu is dissolved. Your friend, Almalu is dissolved? Dissolve me? Who am I anyways? A sick old woman who probably won't even last the night? I just want a simple stone with 1 word carved on it. Albert's mother. And don't buy my limousine to take me to the final resting place. I'll walk.
Mama!
And tell that Spanish friend of yours I forgive her. She knoweth not what she done.
Mama, Rose is right here!
This is Rose? I can't believe it. Albert, send her back to Tibet. Hey, don't worry about his secretary. It just so happens on the bus I met a perfect secretary. A wonderful, refined girl on her way back to Akron, but only I persuaded her to get off here first. Yoo-hoo! Sonny, say hello to Gloria. Yes, you do.
Hi, Al. Hey, you're cute.
But, Mama, I don't need a secretary. I have Rosie.
What does Rosie need a job for? In a year or 2, she'll be getting Social Security.
Well, listen, I don't just type. I tap dance. You see, I figured I could help you with the secretary stuff, and you can help me get into show business. Get a load of this, Al.
Well, I mean, you certainly have wonderful qualifications, but I am used to working with Miss Alvarez. However, as you say, Mama, we are faced with a certain amount of extra work, and do you have to stay like that?
For a few minutes. Hey, give me a hand, will ya? Al, you look from the other side. Easy now.
You know, Sonny, for the movies, they can always cut away while they jack her up. Why don't you go take Gloria somewhere and see how fast she types?
Well, I do have all these releases to get out, and Gloria could do them. Unless it makes any difference to you, Rose.
Why should it make a difference to me?
And girl, Rosie. Now, you just keep working, and I'll go along with this recipe.
Excuse me, Miss Alvarez. I'm looking for Kim McAfee. Just want to throw that she is not to kiss Conrad, Birdie, and that Sullivan Show tonight. Because if she does, Miss Alvarez, is there anything wrong? It's me, Hugo Peabody. Can I do anything for you, Miss Alvarez?
Why, yes, Hugo. I think you can.
Your surest way to the best in color slides is to insist on the new Kodak. And now, them men you've all been waiting for. As you know, in just about 14 hours, one of show business's brightest talents is off to play a very special engagement. And tonight, before he goes, he wants to leave a certain lucky young lady with one last kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you to Sweet Apple, Ohio, where a typical American family, Mr. and Mrs. Harry McAfee, and their children, Randolph and Kim, are gathered to bid farewell to a typical American soldier, Conrad Birdie.
Hey, where's Ed?
It never felt like this. It never felt like this. You know I enjoy. Oh, 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 give me one last kiss. Oh, one more time. Oh, baby, one more time. You're really sublime. Oh, honey, so sublime. You know I'm saying. Oh, 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 give me one last kiss. Baby. Last kiss, maybe. Last kiss, oh, one last kiss, oh, last kiss. It never felt like this. You know I'm enjoy. Oh, 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 give me one last kiss, one last kiss, one last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss, one last kiss. One last kiss, oh, give me one last. Okay, brace yourself, chick.
You brace yourself, Conrad! Deserved it. He was a thief of love.
Hugo, I never want to speak to you again!
I demand to know who's responsible for this. Who let that kid in here?
I did, Albert. It's a sort of farewell present to you and Miss Rasputin. We're in good health.
Oh, Rosie, you can't leave me here all alone.
You're not alone, Albert. You're on TV.
He's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, proudly normal American boy. He's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, proudly normal American boy.
From now on, it's just gonna be me, Rosie, out on the town, making up for 8 years of being in love with that mama clutching, aspirin splitting tower of jello. What did I ever see in him? How could I ever get involved that way? Now that it's over, I can smile and say, what did I ever see in him? Is he tender? No, he's not. Is he thoughtful? No, he's not. Am I crazy? What's he got that I found so darn appealing? What did he ever do for me? Well, to be honest, he was sometimes nice, but still it wasn't worth the awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken dicks, broken nails, broken heart. How did I ever? Why did I ever? What did I ever?
Don't be upset, Miss Alvarez. All men can't be like this.
Every one of them, from puberty to senility, from Benedict Arnold to Mussolini.
Hugo Peabody.
Huh?
Hugo, what did I ever see in him? He's just as bad as Mr. Peterson, if not worse.
Do we need them? No, we don't. Do we want them? No, we don't. Will we leave them? No, we won't. Tell me, what did I say that for? What did we ever see in them? How could we ever think that they were nice? Take it from us, we paid an awful price. It was her. Look, Kim, why don't you go to bed and get some milk and cookies like a good girl?
It's too late for milk and cookies, Miss Alvarez. I want to live.
Well, Kim, I don't think that's right. You're only 15.
For the last time, Albert, I'm okay. I don't feel like getting into bed. Now leave me alone.
Now, Conrad, be reasonable. You just suffered a severe shock, and the best thing to do is get into bed and get some... Aha! There she is, the traitor that stabbed me in the heart when my back was turned.
Out of my way, Albert.
Be careful, Sonny. She may be wrong.
I can handle her, Mama. You take Conrad upstairs and make sure that he gets into bed.
Wait for me, Conrad. That's not a tear lesson.
For the last time, Albert, will you let me by?
Not until I've had my say, Rose. I just wanted to tell you that thanks to Mama's quick thinking, the kiss will take place after all, at the railroad station just before Conrad leaves. So it looks like you failed, Rose, as does anyone who tries to bug Al Peterson, one of the greats, the titans, the King Kongs of the music industry, an empire builder, a colossus.
Out of my way, you defraud teacher.
Rosie, come back! Do you hear me? This is King Kong calling. Rosie! Rosie! Rosie, please come back. I need you. Rosie. And I don't care how much you plead and beg, Miss Alvarez. You are through here now, Mayblue. Not only do I accept your resignation, but furthermore, you're fired. And remember just one more thing. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. You big rat. I'm sorry to do this in front of you folks, but I've had to let Miss Alvarez go. I'll get that.
Probably Hong Kong again.
Yes, this is Albert Peterson speaking. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Lewis, but Miss Alvarez no longer works here. That's right!
Rosie, wait!
Where do you think you're going, young lady?
With Rosie.
Upstairs.
But Daddy.
Upstairs! Do you hear me? I said upstairs!
Miss Alvarez was right. All men are the same, from puberty to Mussolini.
What's that? You dare say puberty in front of your own father? Oh, you failed as parents! I never asked for much from my children. Just respect. Just a little respect. But did I get respect? I did not get respect.
I respect you, Pop.
You're just a child! What good is respect from a child? Doris, take me up to my room. I'm not a well man. Certain words I never wanted to hear in this house. Puberty was the first, Mussolini was the second, and respect was the third.
Now see here, Mr. Lewis. No 3-cent reporter can bulldoze me. I happen to be Albert J. Peterson, and you can print that whatever cheap paper you have to represent. It's not a paper. It's a magazine. And it's not Mr. Lewis. It's Mr. Luce. Life magazine. Oh, Rosie, I need you!
Son boy, where are you going?
Oh, nowhere's, Mama. Just out. It's stuffy in here, so I thought, don't look for Rosie, Mama. I love her and I want her back.
Is that all? I thought it was something serious. By all means, Sonny, go and find your lady. And when you do, bring her back here. And by the way, dear, be sure to stop in the kitchen and take my head out of the oven.
Mama!
It's a strange house. I wouldn't want to run up a bit.
Mama, I've had enough! If you really love me, you'd help me find Rosie before it's too late. Don't you realize what's happened? The poor girl's gone out to make up for all the years she's wasted on me. Who knows what kind of low dive she's in at this very moment.
Oh, Sonny, you're right. I'll help you find your lady. But first, I better deliver this message from Conrad.
What message?
Nothing to worry about. He's just going out tonight, and he's not sure whether he's gonna make it back in time to kiss Kim tomorrow.
Mama, why didn't you tell me this before?
I tried to, sweetheart, darling, but you kept bringing up a certain secretary.
And before you start hollering, Albert, I've made up my mind. I'm tired of waking up at 9 every morning, having people people watch me when I eat and letting kids poke me in the eye. I want to go out, have some fun, meet a couple of young chicks. Don't you understand, Albert? I am tense.
Oh, don't just stay there, do something.
Conrad!
And I never get that tense. Now look, buddy boy, this is my last free night before I go into the army, and I'm going out.
You can't go up my mercy. It says so in your contract. Mom, get the contract. It's upstairs, Mike. Never mind. Get it myself. You stay right there.
Conrad!
There are chicks just right for some kissing. And I mean to kiss me a few. When those chicks don't know what they're missing, I got a lot of living to do. Sizzling steaks, all ready for tasting. And those Cadillacs, all shiny and new. Gotta move, 'cause time is wasted. There's such a lot of living to do. What do you do here? Where do you go to have a ball?
Well, there's the church basement and the sweet shop, and the older kids go to the ice house.
What's there?
I don't know. Ice, I guess.
The ice house is where people go when they want to be alone.
Hey, you the chick I was supposed to kiss?
I'm not a chick. I'm a fully grown woman, and that's why I'm leaving home.
Now you're talking, chick. Come on, let's go. We got things to do. Crazy clothes and motorboat races.
Someone nice to cuddle up to. Broadway lights
and wide open spaces. There's such a lot of living to do.
lots of dates and all the disco view. With the moon and what have you. Moonlight swims and someone to hold you. Yeah, we got a lot of living to do. Wow, there's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. Oh, nice of all. If only you know it. And it's all just waiting for you. You're alive, so come on and show it. We got a lot of living, such a lot of living, what a lot of living to do.
Go straight to bed. Alice! Harvey Johnson, I want you home this minute. Do you hear me, Deborah Sue? Mother's calling you, Deborah Sue! Deborah Sue!
Kim, come back! Kim!
Hugo, have you seen Kim?
Don't ask me, ask Conrad and Birdie. We were out together having moonlight swims and motorboat races and loop-the-loop.
Morris, get my gun.
Oh, Mr. McAfee, you haven't seen Conrad, have you?
I haven't, but if you have a message for him, I'd be glad to deliver it to him after I
Shoot him! I'm going to find Rosie!
Don't be silly, dear. You know you don't have a gun.
Then get me anything. You know that bow and arrow I got you last Christmas with the suction tips? Anything! My daughter just went off the loop with a beam!
Doris, Harry, have you seen Ursula? Is she missing too? Since 10 o'clock and I've looked everywhere.
Harry, you've been seeing my Barbie, have you?
Oh, Roger.
And Phyllis?
I don't know what's wrong with these kids today.
Kids who can understand anything they say.
Kids, they are disobedient, disrespectful oafs. Noisy, crazy, sloppy, lazy loafers. Upon wrong subject, kids. You can talk to your face is blue. Kids, when they still do just what they want to do. Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way? What's the matter with kids today? Kids.
I don't mind the moonlight swims. It's the loop that hurts.
Hey, Pop, here's my pea shooter.
A pea shooter? What good is a pea shooter? Ah, give it to me.
Kids, they are just impossible to control. Kids, with their awful clothes and their rock and roll. Why can't they dance like we did? What's wrong with Sammy K? What's the matter with kids today?
Mrs. Alvarez, I have a favor to ask you. Can you buy me a beer?
Not for $1 million.
My whole world is collapsing before me. Kim's run off with Conrad to the ice house.
Kim and Conrad to the ice house? Albert, we've got to find Albert.
There it is. Montreux type of treat. I'm coming, Rosie. Hurry, Mama.
I don't know why we have to go running around all night looking for someone it'd be better not to find in the first place. Sonny, if you listen to me, you come home and have a nice hot cup of toast and we go to bed.
Mama, I already told you. I'm not coming home until I find Rosie. Now, if you wanted to go home, that would be fine with me. As a matter of fact, it's not a bad idea. Why don't you go home, Mama?
What did you say? Sweetheart, darling?
I said, go home, Mama.
Would you mind repeating that once more? Sunshine of my existence?
I said, go home, Mama. I don't need you anymore.
So it's come at last. At last it's come. The day I knew would come at last has come at last. But Sonny, what doesn't need me anymore? Well, what are you waiting for? Get rid of me. Pull me out with the garbage. Just throw me out with the used grapefruits and the empty cans from the catfish. And never mind putting a lid on it. Leave it open to 100,000 pussycats can walk all over our mother. Ron's loving you. Kiss their little roots. Lift your dirty socks up off the floor. You orphan who was there. It's just too hard to bear. Our mother doesn't matter anymore. Impression walked the wall today. When I thought a condition, yes, he sure. There's nothing they can do. I'll last a week or two. Because for all condition, there's no cure. That's it. I'm ready to go, and I don't want you to spend a cent. Fancy funerals are for rich people. Just wrap me in a flag and dump me in the river on Mother's Day. A mother doesn't matter. No! A mother doesn't matter. Yes! A mother doesn't matter anymore.
Are you finished, Mama?
Yes, sonny boy.
Good night, Mama.
You're just like your father. You'll marry anything. Good night, Sonny.
My name is not Sonny.
Good night, Albert.
Mr. Peterson, have you seen Conrad and Kim?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. McAfee, but I'm afraid Conrad's affairs no longer interest me. I'm looking for Miss Alvarez so I can tell that Kim and Conrad, they run off together.
If we don't find them soon, we intend to call the FBI.
No, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Albert!
Rosie, I've been looking for you all night. I did it. I sent Mama home. I'm a new man, Rose.
Albert, Kim and Conrad are going to the ice house.
The ice house?
The ice house! Doris, call the mounted police!
Well, here we are, Conrad, the ice house. Fun, isn't it? Oh, well, if you've been here as many times as I have, I've been here with just about everybody. You know, Ursula, Deborah Sue, the Girl Scouts,
There you are, oh sensuous one. We've been looking for you everywhere.
That's nice. Now, I think I should be going now.
But you don't understand. We are coming with you. We got a lot of living to do.
Now, wait a minute.
We'll never go home again. We'll follow you everywhere. Like swim, motorboat races.
Look, look!
Yeah!
Of course, that stuff ain't really as much fun as I said.
There he is! That's pretty rude. Well, now, what do you got to say, Mr. Birdie?
Thank God you don't!
Hugo! You have no idea how much humiliation I've been made to suffer.
That's all I needed to hear. Take him away.
Mr. McAfee, I know you really said. You hear me, Mr. McAfee?
Albert, it's no use. Maybe you can try going down to the courthouse and
No. Get our bags and be down at the station by 6:30 tomorrow morning, where I intend to be with Conrad. And do bring whatever legal documents you need, because I intend on making you Mrs. Albert Peterson by 2400 hours tomorrow. Rose? Did I mention I loved you?
not yet, Albert.
Why did Conrad!
It's gonna be such a wonderful life. I'm gonna be Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson.
Oh, Rosie, nothing can stop you now. Hello, Mary.
Since we're alone at last, have you a minute to spare for a heart-to-heart with an old friend?
I'll always have time to talk with a woman who in no less than 24 hours I'll be able to call.
Don't say it!
I'll be able to call Mother.
The cruelest word I've ever heard!
Adios, Mama.
Adios, Rose!
Call me Mrs. Peterson.
Look out, Birdie.
Stop talking and get on that. I took every cent I had to bail you out, and I don't want you seat until we're out of the state.
Hello, Albert.
Mama, what are you doing here?
Rose, you look good for a change. I know all about you too. You don't need to worry. I'll do whatever any intelligent mother has to do. Goodbye, sonny boy.
Mama, get up off those tracks and get on that train.
Mr. Peterson, I demand to know what you've done with Mr. Birdie. He's gone to jail.
How should I know where Conrad is? I'm just here to say goodbye to Rosie.
Mr. Peterson!
Now, dear, don't get too excited. After all, Hugo and Kim are back together. And the sweetest thing just happened. He proposed and she accepted.
Hey, Albert, this train's leaving. Get on.
Goodbye, Conrad.
Albert!
Bye, Mama.
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. And we'll be true. When you're not near us, we're
Well, here I am, Albert. 6:30 on the button. Where's the train?
It left at 6:25
You told me to be
with Conrad
And I know,
and Mama.
Albert, you wanted us to miss this train?
Well, it stands to reason, Rose. Why get on a train to New York when you have tickets to Pumpkin Falls, Iowa?
What's in Pumpkin Falls, Iowa?
An opening in the Pumpkin Falls Junior High English Department. And I hope you did bring those documents, because they prefer the applicant to be married.
Oh, Albert.
I was never crazy for flowers. I confess that nothing left me colder. I could watch a daisy for hours, and all I flew was several hours older. Now my life is rosy, since I got my Rosie. With a girl like Rosie, how could I be blue? And then with Rosie, me and little Rosie, we will be so cozy by a fire.